background, this highly anticipated movie Rebel Moon Part 1 from Zack Snyder just dropped on Netflix, and after seeing this movie and after seeing people's reaction to this movie, I feel like this movie really hurt overall Zack Snyder image, especially this movie, because this got a lot of attention, because this is the end of the day, it's a highly anticipated movie and it is supposed to be Star Wars for Netflix, and once Zack Snyder did indeed went Disney and Star Wars to make this movie R-rated. I guess they rejected this movie, then Netflix said yes to this. When I heard that, I was personally really excited. I bet a lot of people were also excited, especially from the trailer. This movie looks like, whoa, something you should like. But after watching this movie, unfortunately, overall, this movie, it's not gonna be liked by many people. And a lot of people, all these people are bringing this attention about Zack Snyder, because this movie is such a getting mixed reaction from people. I think he came out a couple of days ago and he said there is another director cut sitting there and that is R-rated. And when I heard it, I was like, R-rated version will not make this movie better, because at the end of the day, this movie has a lot of problem when you watch it, especially all this exposition scene is just too much. There's the main criticism about this movie is this one. There's a really lack of character development. None of this character you meet, because they are so cool and interesting, and you don't actually get so much about, you don't get to learn more about them. I personally really like first 40 minutes for this movie. I thought it was quite good. I was actually really excited to see, unfortunately, all this exposition scene, and especially biggest fault for this movie is this, the worst part about this movie, all the slow-mo scene is too much. Especially some of this action scene could have been really very entertaining and enjoyable, but unfortunately all this slow-mo scene is really ruined some of this action scene. Of course, when you watch this movie's production design, all the costume design, all this probably thought went into, you can see that, but unfortunately that is the biggest reason people are angry at this movie, is this slow-mo and character development and the story. Yeah, he did copy all this movie. I personally never saw all this movie people are referencing, so I don't know how it was copied, but I could see some of this copy is from Star Wars, especially the last scene, even the way the villain was coming back to life. But that's how how Darth Vader is. That means, yeah, this movie is gonna ruin his name, especially this R-rated version will not make this movie better, unfortunately. What Zack Snyder had done with this movie, I'm personally also quite disappointed. I really wish he would got someone who can write a better script, because end of this movie's problem with the script, dialogues are not that good either, you know what I mean? The script writing for this movie is really poor, which is, I think personally, a lot of people will have a lot of other problems. My problem is with the script, and the dialogues were very poorly written, and also I guess the slow-mo scene, I was like, it's too much. It's really ruined some of this action scene for me personally. I bet some other people will have other problem with this movie. These are my huge problem. Although I did like, as I was saying, some of this character design, the costume and all of this thing, it's cool. But you still need to tell a cohesive story. There's something anybody can watch and enjoy it. And that is why I feel like he will get a lot of hate from this movie. I bet some people will try to defend it. But this movie is not one of those movies that you can defend. Although I do see this movie is getting a lot of attention, so that's interesting. And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? If you enjoyed this review, drop some other reviews on other topics. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.